G'day, it's Craig here, and I want to quickly show you a couple of hints and tips on setting up the KickAss Shower Awning onto your vehicles. We do supply the brackets with the kit, and we also supply you the 10mm nuts and bolts to actually bolt the brackets onto the awning itself. Now, because there is so many variables with different vehicles and different roof racks, different setups, so you sort of have to take care of that yourself. Maybe check with your roof rack manufacturer. But let's go ahead and we'll quickly show you how to bolt this up and get everything set up. And I'm going to put it on one on my Jeep at the moment, and we'll show you how it all works. All right, so we're just going to flip her over. And remember, we want the kick-ass up to the top, obviously. So what we're going to do is we want to put the brackets along these rails here. So you just get your 10mm bolts that are supplied, and all you have to do is undo this, a bit of Velcro there. Now we're just going to slide just in those little channels, just like that. Just along there. Okay, do this back up nice and tight. Okay, so there's our positioning. So we don't want to completely tighten this up yet, so we want to leave them a bit of slack on there because we want to be able to get the right length on our roof rack. So basically just get your bracket, sit your bracket on there like that. Now these are actually a nylock threaded nut, so you don't need any Loctite or any nuts and washers if you don't want to. So these will screw directly straight on there. Just like that. And using our 10mm spanner or ratchet, whatever you want to do, just basically tighten them up so that, so you can still get a bit of movement. If you tighten them up too far, you won't be able to move them up and down to suit your roof rack. So just to save the job a little bit later on while you're up on the roof racks. So I still want to be able to move this in the channel like that. Once again, just screw the nylocks on. Screw them up. Now, depending on your vehicle and the bolt size that you're using, as you see, I've just drilled mine slightly a little bit larger because I'm using larger bolts on my roof rack. It all depends on the setup. And now we're ready to actually put this up on the roof rack and bolt it down. So let's go check out how we do that. Okay, so for my particular roof rack, it uses a little sliding insert, which makes it really, really easy. Once again, check with your roof rack manufacturer how they suggest bolting it down, but these are really handy. It come with my roof rack. So all I'm gonna do is sit one end over and then measure the other end, sit that down. Now also you wanna just make sure that depending on how far out you want your awning to sit and go out your vehicle, you don't want it up against the panel work or anything like that. So I've just worked out the second hole's the best for me. And this is quite an easy one for me, the way these work, but they're great. So whether you're using a nut, bolt, once again, whatever the roof rack design is, it is quite a quick and easy process. Now once again, just leave everything a little bit loose, so you make sure everything's working about the length that you want it, whereabouts you want it to sit on the vehicle. I might actually move mine a little back a bit more so it's away from your driver's door. So I'm happy with that there. I'm going to lock this down. So lock down the mounts first. Okay, now what we want to do is just finish tightening these up so they're nice and tight now. Now remember, they are only 10mm nuts, so don't use a breaker bar or anything like that. Just nice, firm, tight, without going overboard. And basically there we go. Alrighty, so now we're all bolted up. What we want to do is just give it a check over for the first time, make sure it's going to be right for our first camp. Do the zips. So all we need to do is release the red Velcro tabs. That, let it drop down. And then we just want to pull the arms out, just like that. Pull that arm out. Lock them in place. Now you may need to make a couple of adjustments, depends how high or low you want it to sit off the ground, but you can just adjust it to suit. It's so easy, and now you can have a great shower, use it as a bit of privacy when you're getting changed or anything like that. So just make sure, it really does pay that when you finish using it to let it actually dry out and not pack it up wet. I mean, we don't want any mold or any water or anything getting in all the, you know, growing amongst all the canvas and everything like that. So it really does pay to actually let it dry out first. I know it's not always ideal, sometimes you can't do that, but if you've been on a trip and caught out in bad weather, just remember when you get home, try and air it out and let it naturally dry. If there's any stains or anything on there that's really bad, you just use a bit of soapy water and wash it down. But other than that, yeah, once again, just pack it up, make sure the aluminium stays nice and clean, but they're pretty easy to take care of. Okay, so packing it up is just the reverse procedure. What we want to actually do is just undo the locks here on both sides. And then it doesn't really matter which way you want to do, but we've just got to fold the arms in. I normally do the top arm first. Then bring the other arm out. And they just fold in nice and easily like that. Once that's all in, it does help if I find if you hold a little bit of pressure downwards, and we just want to slowly start rolling it up. And I normally like to tuck these in so they're not hanging out the ends. Just a nice firm tension on there. Just get our red straps. In the top there like that. And as we're zipping it up, just make sure everything's tucked away and you're not catching anything on the zipper. Just like that, and it's all packed away for the next time you go to use it. Now, a bit of a hint here too, if you like driving with your window down like I do, I always have the zippers at the back, because sometimes when you're driving around you hear them tingling around. So a good idea, maybe leave the zippers up the back there like that. But other than that, it's a nice easy setup. So thank you very much, cheers.
If you like that video, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of our new videos, make sure you click on the little bell that's just here. Thanks for watching.